Hey, John Solomez from SimpleProgrammer.com. I decided to try and re-record this video because I'm here in Amsterdam, but it got a little noisy on the bridge I was standing in. If you're watching the video, you can see behind me some canals here. Amsterdam has quite a few canals. Pretty interesting city so far. I haven't seen that much of it yet, just because it's been raining quite a bit, so haven't really been able to walk around. They had some kind of crazy storm with all these trees falling down just before I got here, so that's been fun. Been a pretty interesting trip so far, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about Amsterdam quite yet. I'll have definitely some more opinions in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be upping the number of episodes that I'm going to be recording while I'm traveling here, because I don't have enough queued up that I recorded ahead of time. So expect to hear more of these updates. But today I thought I would do a video on a topic that I've been thinking about lately as I've been traveling, which is basically how you live your life, and essentially how it relates a little bit to travel. So let me put it this way. So I've noticed, as talking to a lot of people who've been traveling a lot, and just traveling myself, this tendency for people to basically make a list of things that they want to do or places that they want to go and check them off the list. They don't really care about being at the place or experiencing the thing. It's more of just, look at me, look what I did, I checked this off my list. Oh, I took a selfie here, look at this selfie I took in front of this famous place. Now, I mean, I'm susceptible to that to some degree. Whoa, quite a bit of wind here. I'm gonna get blown into the canal here. Anyway, I'm susceptible to that to some degree, right? Everyone kind of is. But I'm trying to avoid doing that, right? I'm trying to actually, that's why I'm staying in locations for like 3 weeks, mostly, instead of just going for a place like a day or 2 days, something like that, where you can't actually experience a place. I'm getting to feel what it's like to live there, and even still, I'm still making lists of things and checking them off, and I'm catching myself saying, well, am I really enjoying this experience? Am I really like being here in the moment in this experience, or am I just like going to this place or doing this thing to say I've done this thing? That brings me back to my life in general, right? You got to think about it, and you should think about this as well, right? Are you living your life in that way? In your vacation, it's easy to see when you're just going to places just to go to the places. But in life, it's really easy to do the same thing, to be sort of checked out, to be just doing things to be doing things without understanding why you're doing it anymore, what the purpose is, or even experiencing the thing, right? I mean, how many days of your life do you waste because you go through the day and you're just looking to get to the end, looking to get to the destination, waiting for lunchtime, waiting for that 5 o'clock bell to ring so you can go home, and then going through the motions. I find myself doing that, and I have to remind myself that everything is a joy, everything is a pleasure, everything is great. To have an opportunity to do anything. Like, life is good. Like, life itself is a wonderful thing, and that when I take that mindset, then even the work, even the things I don't want to do, I'm thankful for them, right? And I think it comes back to this attitude of gratefulness, right? You got to have an attitude of gratitude in order to really get the most out of life. But anyway, just a couple of thoughts for today. It's just something you might want to examine in your own life and say, am I actually like living my life, living the experience, or am I going through the motions? Am I making a list of things and checking them off? Or am I experiencing things? Am I experiencing life? Do I recognize in the moment? Am I being? Am I being instead of doing? That's another way to put it. Am I being instead of doing? So anyway, hopefully you enjoy this video. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more of these here while I'm traveling. I'll have some thoughts on Amsterdam. Be ready for a video on drugs and sex. I'll be talking about that. I've got some thoughts about that as I'm here in Amsterdam, what is kind of known for, which is actually not really, it's a little exaggerated, I think. So anyway, so subscribe to the channel if you'd like to hear about drugs and sex in Amsterdam. There you go. How's that for a hook? And I'll talk to you next time.